Now today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the Chase Inc. business credit card, which is the easiest Chase Inc. business credit card to get qualified for, as well as if you don't qualify for a Chase Inc. business credit card, what other credit cards can you get with challenging credit? Okay, now one of the things that I always tell you guys when opening up a bank account, especially with a major bank account like Chase, and you're trying to get a Chase Inc. business credit card, you do not have to have a business bank account, but I'm telling you guys, the more activity you have going on with a financial institution you're actually doing business with, the more capital you're able to raise. Okay, so that's the reason that I'm telling you this. Now, that being said, what I would encourage you to do is open up your Chase business bank account. All right, and there's a few reasons why. One, because Chase reports to Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, and Dun & Bradstreet picks that information up. Okay, now that's very important because the more activity you have on your business bank account, the more data they report. So to make it easier for you to go outside of those lenders, outside of Chase, and apply for credit with other lenders because you already have established credit file. Now, number two is making sure that you do either daily or weekly deposits. This is very important. The reason is it helps with your business bank rating. Now, a lot of people don't talk about your business bank rating, but trust me, you want to have a strong business bank rating. Business bank rating is more important than a DUNS number or a paydex score. This is the reason why I tell you guys that for most of the time, you don't need a DUNS number or a paydex score in order to get business credit funded, nor do you need Net30 accounts, okay? But speaking of Net30 accounts, I would suggest that if you're trying to establish a stronger business credit file, and you don't have to do this, but I would suggest you try to get at least 4 or 5 Net30s, okay? And I'll give you some examples, and I may put a link below so you can see. Like NAV. NAV reports to Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet. Now, here's the thing about it. Also, NAV gives you your Vantage Experience score. Well, actually, it's your Vantage score, but that Vantage score is an Experience score, okay? Now, here's the thing about it. The reason you want to have a NAV account is because your business, you need to track how your business is doing, okay? And that's what they do. Then, another Net30 you want to have, and again, is SNS. That's a strategic network system. Now, they report to Experian and Dun & Bradstreet. Then you have Wise Business Plan. Now, with Wise Business Plan, they report to Experian, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet. So for some of you all, you're scratching your head. You may be saying, hey, what about Granger, Seaton, and Uline? Well, actually, guys, those are some good Net30 accounts, but they're more focused on if you're trying to get supplies and stuff. I'm trying to help put you in a position to where you're actually getting funding for your business, all right? So there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm just trying to encourage you to do it that way. Now, here's the thing about it with Chase. You're trying to go get a Chase Business Inc. card. And again, like I said, I'll tell you the easiest ones to get, but here's the thing about it. Chase relies on a 524, okay? What that means, you cannot have over 5 accounts in 2 years, 24 months, okay? If you have over 5 accounts, new accounts open in 2 years, over 5 accounts, all right, what ends up happening, Chase will deny you, okay? Now, is there a way to get around it? Absolutely. And I made it in a previous video, but hey, since you're here, you're spending time with me, I might as well tell you one of your options, your higher options for getting around the 524 rule is possibly doing they call it a digital sign. So when you call in and applying for the card over the phone and stuff, and they send you out a link to do a digital sign for the card and stuff like that. That may help you get over the 524. Okay, so that's something that I heard people have had success with it, so I hope it is an opportunity for you as well. Now, understanding, like I said, some of the bigger things, again, you know who that is. That's friend Chuck next door. He's always wanting to get on camera. I haven't put him on camera in a while, you know, so he wants to shine. So you have to excuse him. He's just a little excited. Now, that being said, here's the thing about it. One of the things that most people don't know, how important a corporate email is. When you're applying for credit, one of the bigger things, and like I said, Chase doesn't hold your feet to the fire on this, but one of the bigger things that make it easier for you to get approved for business credit cards is to have a corporate email. Okay, now in terms of setting up the corporation the proper way and getting access to a corporate email, if you have questions on it, click the link in the description, schedule one-on-one consultation. All right, but that's very important. Now here's the thing about it. You do not need a EIN to get a Chase Inc. business credit card. Okay, all right, if you're doing a DBA, Chase will accept that. They may ask you for an old invoice. They may ask you for your business, then they may ask for the invoice, they may ask for the business license. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Here's the thing about it that you need to understand. The average credit score with Chase is between 670, 680. All right, now people go scratching their head like, well, how come it's for other companies 700 or whatever? That's not true. With business credit cards, for whatever reason, the scoring system is different. Now, here's the thing about it. You do need to know about Chase so you can understand. Chase will pull your FICO 8 Experian as well as your TransUnion. Okay, so they will do 2 inquiries, all right, in order for you to get the Chase Inc. business credit cards. Now, again, if you're not qualifying for these and you still have challenging credit, I do have another credit card I'm going to suggest to you, but you do need to understand some of the requirements in terms of what Chase expects from you. Now, again, when you're trying to build up business credit, trying to get business funding from Chase, if you register your business with Chase, make sure you do the daily or weekly deposit, because that's going to help with the business bank rating. I just had to reiterate that because somebody may have missed it in the video. Now, here's the thing about it. 2 of your easiest cards that you may want to try to apply for Chase, okay, would be their Chase Inc. Preferred Business Credit Card. Now, it has an annual fee of $95, okay? So I'm just letting you know it does have an annual fee of $95. But again, this is one of your easier Chase. It's not a charge card, it's an actual credit card. So that way, if you charge something on it, you don't have to pay the whole thing off every month like a charge card, okay? Now, that's one. Number 2 is the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. Now, the difference between these 2 cards is that one, the Chase Cash Card, Business Inc. Cash Card doesn't charge you an annual fee, okay? And number 2 is that your first 12 months of purchases, they don't charge you interest on that as well. Okay, so that way you know the difference between the Chase Inc. Preferred Card as well as the Chase Cash. All right, now for those of you that may not qualify for the Chase Inc. Business Credit Cards because of the 524, then I would tell you, if you have at least a 680, then you may want to check out the Capital One Spark Classic Business Card, okay? Because the lowest credit score that they accept is a 580. Now, here's the interesting thing about it. For some people that have had a bad relationship with Capital One, and that relationship went sour and stuff, and they say that the account charged off, and it's been over 12 months on the charge off, they have been able to still qualify for the Capital One Spark Classic Business Credit Card. Okay, so their divisions are totally separate, but it's just a time frame for you to be able to get access to this card. All right, now if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, or you're trying to understand how to remove some negative items off of your personal credit, then click the link and schedule a one-on-one consultation.